Hi, my name's Samantha Sherman. I'm a PhD student at James Cook University in Townsville, Australia, but I've spent a lot of my PhD working here with Operation Wallacea in Bau, Indonesia. So what I'm doing here is using what's called Baited Remote Underwater Video Systems, or BRUVs for short. They're essentially small units that consist of a GoPro housed in a metal frame, and then we have a bait pole in front to attract in sharks and rays and all sorts of other predators. And with the help of the research assistants with OPWAL, we go out around the islands near Bau and along the coast, set the BRUVs down up to 40 meters deep, and then we wait 1 hour on the surface so that we don't disturb any animals that are coming by. After the 1 hour, we pull the BRUVs back up, bring them back to the site where I download the videos, and then the RAs watch them to see if we've seen any sharks or rays. So I'm doing this with the help of a project called Global Finprint, which has been documenting shark and ray populations all around the world on tropical coral reef ecosystems. And so far we've seen some really amazing results. In Bau specifically, I'm spending a lot of time for my PhD looking at the difference in abundance and distribution of sharks and rays in the wet and the dry season. So we've loaded up the boat. We're heading out to Pulau Siampu. First we're going to do a dive to check the area out and so that the RAs can see what it looks like underwater. After our dive, we're going to set 6 BRUVs, wait an hour before we pick them up, and during that hour we'll do a fun hike, come back to the boat, pick up the BRUVs, and head home to analyze the footage. All right, so they are prepping for our next deployment. They are putting our bait pole where Jake's munched up all of our fish to get all the oils, bring in all the sharks and rays, and they are putting the bait pole into place. So right now they're all calling out that the camera's filming so that our ladies that are doing the data, Kate is checking the depth right now, and it is 4.5 meters, perfect. Lucy is recording our exact GPS point and the depth and everything else, our environmental, so the cloud cover, the wind, and which direction the wind is coming from.
1209.
Can you see that it's landed nicely?
Yeah.
All right, then you can let the rope out. With some amazing views, came back down, picked up all of our BRUVs, and now we're taking them back to Bau, and we're going to download the footage and then analyze it, and hopefully we saw some sharks and rays. Once we get back on land, we download the video footage and then watch it for any sharks, rays. We also look at morays, turtles, any cephalopods, and sea snakes, just to make a note of them because we have all this video footage, so why not put all of it to good use? We've seen 8 species of ray and 2 species of sharks here, and that's the most species of ray anywhere in Southeast Asia that we've been. So far, the coolest thing we've seen in Bau is called a bowmouth guitarfish. We've only seen one of them in Southeast Asia on over 5,000 videos, and I was so excited when we saw it. It was 2 years ago on one of our OPWAL trips, and I'm still excited that we saw it here. So what the RAs most commonly see are the black-tip reef sharks and white-tip reef sharks. And then we see tons of rays, mostly 2 different species, a blue-spotted mask ray and a blue-spotted ribbon-tail ray. But we also see quite a few eagle rays and then a few of the really big pink whip rays that can be over 1 meter across. So in Bao Bao, because we have all of this data now, we're trying to see where the most abundance of the sharks and rays are, and we're talking with local governments and trying to implement a marine park at one of our sites called Pulau Ular, which means Snake Island, because there's a lot of sea snakes there. But there's also a lot of sharks. And for global finprint, what we're trying to achieve is get a snapshot of diversity, abundance, and distribution of sharks and rays on tropical coral reefs around the world, because we really don't actually know what species are where and why. So we're trying to see what's driving those abundances.